Hey guys, what's going on? This is Nick from Visionisto, your Fort Lauderdale SEO company. So today what I'm going to do is walk you through the easy setup of Google My Business. Google My Business is the essential local SEO platform, pretty much essential to any local business SEO, local traffic, whether it's a service business servicing a local area, zip code, city, county, etc., or if it's a walk-in business like a storefront, barbershop, ice cream parlor, etc. These are essential to any small business, any small local business. So what we're going to do today is walk you through the setup, how to get you on the Google Maps pretty much within seconds. So here we go. So once you sign into your Google account, what you're going to do is go directly to Google My Business. It's going to prompt you immediately, if you don't have any businesses set up yet, to create the business from the onset. So what we're going to do here is just type in a dummy listing, and I'm going to show you guys how to get that live almost immediately. All right, so here we go. So we'll type in amazing company, create a new business with this name. We see the amazing company already exists in Belgium, but we're creating one here locally in Fort Lauderdale, South Florida. So let's go ahead and do that. So we will go ahead and type in the address of the local business. Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and then our zip code. And if you are a business that delivers goods and services to your customers, you would go ahead and tick this box. So if you are, pretty much think about anything, plumber, electrician, etc., anybody that services a specific geographical area, or if you actually deliver goods. So maybe somebody orders products online, locally, and then you deliver them to their home, office, etc., you'll go ahead and tick that box. So hide my address. It's not a store, only show region. This isn't necessary in this situation, so we'll just go ahead and click next. So the location I typed in, it's an office building here in downtown Fort Lauderdale. Obviously there are other businesses in there. It's just giving us some suggestions based on what Google already has in their system. These aren't any of the businesses that we're associated with, so we're going to go ahead and move forward. Service area. So add the areas you serve. So again, if we are a local business that serves counties, cities, geographical area within a specific radius, etc., we'll go ahead and just adjust accordingly. So we can select specific areas. So we see down here it says add cities, postal codes, or other areas. Distance around your business is usually the most common for a service area. So common here to drive anywhere from a few minutes to 30 miles. So let's say from Fort Lauderdale to Miami Beach, it's about 30 miles. But you could even go further. So just, for instance, we'll just type in 30 miles would be our service area. Okay, and you're going to choose the best business category. So let's just say we are a marketing agency. Contact details, you want to show the customer. So you could type in your website address, contact phone number, etc. we're going to see how far we could get without typing in any of that. Obviously, if you had this information handy, you would type it in. But since this is a dummy test setup, we'll just go ahead and bypass that. We'll say we don't need the website. We'll bypass the phone number, etc. But obviously, if you're a legit business with address, phone number, website, etc., you're just going to go ahead and plug in that info right there. And then, obviously, the more information that you feed Google My Business, the better it is for your profile. Obviously, the user experience will be better when someone views your profile. They're going to see that you got all your ducks in order. You got, and I'll go through this a bit more moving forward, but you'll see that within Google My Business, you have the ability to add a bio, website, phone number, address, which we did already, images, etc. And you can pretty much build on it. Almost like, think about it like a mini website within Google. Just go ahead and finish and verify. Okay. So it gives us a few options here. Actually, it just gives us one option, postcard by mail. This is because we didn't verify the listing or add any phone number details, but we could go back in and do this later. But you won't be able to fully manage, as it suggests here, you won't be able to fully manage the listing until you're verified. They will need one of a few ways to verify. Typically, it's through phone, either a phone call or text, or postcard by mail to the specific address that you list. We'll just go ahead and click later. And we are here. Google My Business listing. So we'll go ahead and get started. We see that we have the name of the company and our address already set up. We see a notification right here from Google My Business saying that we need to verify the profile, etc. But we could just pretty much jump in and add all of the finer details to the listing. If you're a Fort Lauderdale business, you could add your, actually, for any business for that matter, you're going to add your hours, your contact info, your business description, profile photo. That could be a logo. It could be a headshot if you're a local real estate agent, etc. Really, really easy. You see that, this video is maybe about 5 minutes, 6 minutes long at this point. Beyond verifying the account, which takes a few more seconds, we're pretty much all set up. As I mentioned, adding some of these additional details will take a few more minutes, but you're pretty much set to go. Once you're verified, it will be live within a few minutes to a few hours. And then once you're live, this dashboard, you'll be able to manage your profile moving forward. You can post updates about your specific business. There is some correlation between those that post often on Google My Business and their ranking in local results. Not much data on it yet, but we're seeing a few of those trends for local SEO, where people that do post often are seeing better results in their local listings. So I do recommend posting often. Whether you have a new blog post update to your website, you could post it here, just as a new channel. Obviously, here along the left side, we have some additional tabs. Your info. That's where you're going to plug in pretty much all the finer details that I mentioned earlier. Insights. Once you're, looks like that's not set up yet because the page is not live. But your insights essentially is going to give you some data on your local listing, how many views, how many interactions, who's taken an action based on your profile, whether they've requested your local address, your local phone number, other calls to action, viewed your website, etc. All of that data will be under this Insights tab. Reviews, you'll be able to see who's reviewed your company. You can respond to reviews, whether positive or negative, directly through here. Messaging, if you have that set up, people can message you. You can manage photos. Adding additional photos to your profile certainly helps with conversions. It makes you look more like a legit, robust company. Your website, of course, you can manage your users. And then you could create local ad campaigns directly from this dashboard. It's a bit easier, not as detail oriented as the Google Ad Manager dashboard, but if you're new to Google Ads, you're looking to test out a small campaign on a local level with less tracking, less data, this is a good place to start. Do I recommend it? If you're a novice, I usually don't recommend setting up your own paid ad campaign. There's some tracking that needs to be installed. Obviously, you want to make sure that your conversions are happening. You want to make sure that you're pretty much tracking all the details of the campaign so you know your exact ROI. Really important stuff so you could measure and refine accordingly. Of course, we're more than happy to help with that setup as well. And then, of course, you could manage different locations. If, let's say, you're a dentist office, local dentist office, but you have a location in Miami, you have a location in Fort Lauderdale, throughout South Florida, a few locations, you'd be able to plug in each location through here pretty quickly. You see we're under 10 minutes for the setup, or just about 10 minutes. But this really is the fastest way to get your business online locally. Really, really simple. Really simple. Of course, if anybody has any questions, feel free to comment. I'll do my best to respond to all comments. If anybody needs help with their local SEO, Google My Business setup, Google Ad campaigns, stuff like that, we're more than happy to help. We are located in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, agency with over 10 years experience in SEO, local, all the above. Cheers, guys.